Hi, I am going to show you how to put an image with some text and attached to a link in your sidebar. This is great for not just placing ads, but also for any kind of linked image that you would want, anything that you can think about. Instead of having a grab box or somebody else's grab box code in your sidebar, you can just put the actual image. It won't slow down your site. Great. Grab box code will actually slow your site down a little bit. So this is a great way to do that too. So let's get started. We know that we want to put an image in the sidebar here. We know that we want to take the image that we have sitting on our desktop and make sure it fits and make sure it links. So the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to grab a Jetpack image box and we're going to slide it into here. And we want this to say recommended reading. And we need now to grab the image. The way that you grab the image is by uploading the image into your media folder, which we're going to do in just 1 second, because one of the things that I always say is don't upload an image that is larger than what you need. So before we decide that we're going to upload this image, let's take a look and see how big this image is. So I always use PicMonkey. It's easy to see how big an image is, and unfortunately my little recorder here is hiding my image, so I cannot grab it this way. I'll have to do it the old-fashioned way. Okay, so I think that it's going to be a little harder because I don't know what it's called doing it this way, but I will find it in my downloads here somewhere. And maybe it really is called what I think it's called. No. Okay, so the image is right here. We're going to drag it into the PicMonkey drop image to edit, and all we're going to do now is check the size by clicking resize, and resize tells us what size the image is. The best size for sidebars, for almost all sidebars, unless you have a narrow sidebar on purpose, is 300 pixels wide. So we're just going to resize this to 300 pixels wide, and I'm going to apply it, and I'm going to save that, and I'm just going to leave it the same name, and it's going to be mad at me, and I'm going to say that's okay to override the one that's already on my hard drive, because I don't need 2 versions of the same image on my hard drive. So I'm going to save it. Okay, and so now we're going to do the part where we migrate the image in. So we've already, the reason why I pulled this in right now and I wrote the widget title is if I don't, oftentimes when you walk away from a widget that doesn't have anything in it, WordPress will just erase the widget like it wasn't there. So I stuck the title in there already. You can do this backwards or forwards, however you want to look at it, by putting the image in the media library first and then opening it up. But I just kind of, what I like to do is I like to actually open up a different window for every process. So what I'm going to do is I need to add this new item into our library, and if I double click or right click, if I right click that, it lets me open the link in a new tab, which is what I'm going to do. So I'm opening that link in a new tab. Now I can upload my media into here. So I saved that image and I'm just going to select it. And let's see, I went too fast. Okay. I have way too many things on my computer. Sorry for that. All right, here's the image. Oh, look at that. It saved it twice, which is very annoying since I don't know which one is the one I want, but I think it's that one. We'll see. Here's something you'll learn that we will be able to see right now. So I uploaded it. Now I'm going to click edit. Okay, so here I selected it, or you can just drop it in here. It's showing me it's right here. I'm going to click edit to grab the URL. Here it tells me the size. So just in case you're ever worried you picked the wrong one, right here it says the dimensions are 300 by 212, which is what we want. And what we're going to do now is we're going to grab this URL. This is what WordPress was asking us for. Grabbing the file URL for some reason from WordPress can be difficult, and one of the tricks I like to tell everybody is if you stick your cursor inside, see how you don't even see your cursor is there? That's why I say it's a little tricky. If you hit Command or Control A, it depends on if you have a Mac, it's Command A. If you have a PC, it's Control A. It highlights the whole line, and that way you don't have to worry about missing anything. And then I copy by Command C or Control C if you have a PC. Okay, so I have the URL. So that's the URL for this image. Now I'm going to go into where I have my other tab open where the widget is still here. I'm going to put my image URL right here. Okay, so see how it says #LifeWithBoys, so we know that's the right URL. And we don't have any caption, we don't have an image title. If you are using an image that's from a stock photo place, sometimes it auto-populates a caption, so make sure to delete that if it does that. Image alignment, I always pick center for everything. There's never a reason not to pick center. So pick center, even if it's gonna center itself, pick center. And then here we want the link URL when the image is clicked. So you see width and height here. If you leave it empty, it will determine the right size. The reason why you can do that is because we resized the image already. If you didn't resize the image, it would decide to make it as wide as your sidebar. And what we can do is we're going to take a look at it when we're done and see if we like the size it made it. But I don't ever specify a size unless something weird is happening to the image and it needs to be specified. So now we have to get the link, and the link for this is the #LifeWithBoys, which this, there we go. Okay, so once again, I'm going to Control copy, and I'm going to stick the link right where it says link URL. And then I'm going to tell it to open this link in a new window or tab. Do not forget to do that. The reason why you want to do that is because you're not trying to send somebody away from your site. You're trying to promote somebody else, and you want people to go there, but you want them to be able to come back to you as soon as they're done. So make sure you click open link in a new tab. And then all we have to do is hit save. And then we are going to go to the site, and we are going to refresh the page. And I put it at the bottom. It's mad at me. There we go. So it's right here. So it showed up right here. Recommended reading, Life with Boys. They're cleared up a little bit. There we go. So recommended reading, Life with Boys. The image might be smaller than you had anticipated, in which case you can load it full size and see if it fits better and make your decision from there. So we can do that really quickly to show how easy it would be to do that again. So this one's done. This is the one we did. And just to kind of go through it all again, we'll go here and we'll grab another image widget. And then we can kind of make an informed decision. Okay, so here's the image widget. We're going to also call this recommended reading. We're going to upload the other image, which for whatever reason, my computer saw C, D, E, F, G. Okay, so this one was the original size. Okay, so it uploaded it. It's the one down here. I'm going to click edit. And we can verify that by looking at this. You know, this is something where we might go back to the client or to the person who the image is from, and we might ask them for one that is cropped better, because when you look at this, then you see that there's all this extra white space. And like I said, we don't want to use an image that's bigger than we need. So, you know, it may not make any difference, but I'm doing this for you so that you can actually see that for yourself, that it wouldn't have made any difference for us. All right, try and find the, okay, so here's this URL, and I'm just going to put underneath the, here, I'm going to put 2, so we know this is the one. Okay, and then we're going to have no caption. We're going to do image center. We're going to do link URL of this link. We're going to stick it in there. We're going to say open link in a new tab, and we're going to save. Okay, and now we're going to go back to the page and here we go. Maybe down here somewhere, recommended reading. Okay, so the difference is the second one is clearer, and the reason why it's clearer is because it was not resized. PicMonkey does not maintain always. Sometimes I don't have a problem with resolution, other times I do. So PicMonkey does not maintain resolution very well when you resize. So what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of the first one. We're going to use the second one. We're going to ask the person who created this for us if they could create one that is only 300 pixels wide, that uses the space better, and it has a higher resolution than us trying to resize it. So I'm going to close this window because that's done. And I'm going to close this window because we're done here, and we're going to do this. So now we're going to pull out and just throw it away. And this one will be recommended reading. We will save it, but you see how it's showing the width is 693. I mean, we don't want that. That's your site is going to try and load an image that's bigger than the image that you need. So it's important to get the images, the sizes that you need them in, and use it that way. Okay, so if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, that is how to upload a clickable image into your sidebar.